Now, today we will going to see our lecture number 25, and today's topic is attenuator. Okay, this this topic is generally is not found in most of the book in network theory, but one book I am finding this topic on C.L. Wadhwa book. Okay, network theory by C.L. Wadhwa. The book name is wait a minute. The book name is Network Analysis and Synthesis by C.L. Wadhwa. Okay. So this topic, this remaining topic for this unit, you will find in this book. So, so attenuator, right? So, what do you mean by this attenuator? Attenuator is nothing but one of the type of loss. Okay, in any transmission line, one is source end and another is load end, right? Uh, See here, whatever the uh, amount, whatever the magnitude of voltage or current or any types of uh, input is given provided at from the source end, so there are some losses between this traveling, right? So at the load end, you may get some means a less amount, right? जितना भी आप सोर्स से प्रोवाइड करते हो, जितना भी मैग्नीट्यूड, उतना ही मैग्नीट्यूड आपको लोड एंड में देखने को जनरली देखने को नहीं मिलता है, बिकॉज देयर आर सम पैरामीटर्स. सो इन दैट पैरा बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पैरामीटर, फॉर एग्जांपल, resistance of your transmission line impedance and permittivity of your materials. So that's all the parameters are depends uh, your magnitude, right? So there is energy loss between this transmission. So that transmission, see here, this is your original waveform, which is you want to transfer that signal to your load end, right? But there are some losses. You will not found this waveform at load end. You will found this your waveform is get reduces, but the thing is that in this attenuation process you does not lose any message, but you lose your magnitude of your signal, right? That's why we are seeing that whenever the tower range means the range of tower is somehow depend on your load location, right? For example, this is your tower, right? In your communication tower. So if you found the phone, you are using the phone, which and your phone is use that signal from this tower, so you will find the better range. But the same phone, if you using the same tower, right, using the signal from the same tower at this location, so your signal range is very less. Okay, so now what does mean? You means for getting the better signal, you must be reach in the better uh, place, or you can say you must be in the given range, specified the given range, जितने भी उसकी रेंज होगी उसके अंदर ही आपको यूज करना होगा. But this is a drawback. You cannot reduce this phenomena. Right? You cannot neglect this phenomena, but you can reduce it. So there are some process by which you can avoid this attenuation, right? By adding amplifier circuit after a certain distance, right? जैसे कि यहाँ पे इतने में रिड्यूस हो गया तो यहाँ पे एक एम्पलीफायर लगा दो इतने में, सो ये फिर से इसे एम्पलीफाई कर देगा. मीन्स आपका जो मैग्नीट्यूड लेवल है, आपको जो ओरिजिनल मैग्नीट्यूड है उतने ही मैग्नीट्यूड मिलने में आसानी होती है. सो so this process, this is a one of the type of attenuation, and what we are doing in this attenuation, this is a loss, right? One of the type of loss. But in attenuation, we have manipulate this circuit. Means we design this your transmission line in such a way that there is a you lumped up your parameter as a attenuation, right? जो भी आपका पैरामीटर्स है उसे एक एटिनेशन टाइप में आप यूज़ करोगे. मीन्स यू नो द पैरामीटर्स. इफ यू प्रोवाइड 100 volt, so what are the losses by this transmission line, so you get your desire the voltage level at your load end. For example, your requirement is 60 volt, right? And you know the parameters for this transmission line. So how suppose a 10 voltage is dropped for by this transmission line. So you provided 70 volt from this end, so you get 60 and for this end, right? So this is a process by which you can design your transmission line. So this is a attenuator box. I am simply means for better understanding, simply written just like in a box. Okay. So what are the parameter? How what is the process for this designing? We are going to see here. Now see the general points for which is related this attenuator. Now these attenuator are the passive network or whatever the point means element you are going to design for this transmission line regarding this process. So that is equivalent, or you can say all element are passive network, passive devices, right? There is no active element in that. And the attenuator device is introducing a specified loss, right? Now see, this is a specified load which you are already known. Means whatever the current is flowing from this source end. So you know the parameter. What are the impedance for this transmission line? So how much amount of voltage or power is losses with this? So you already know. So uh, accordingly you have to transmit the this power from your source end, so your load should not be disturbed with these losses. Okay. So so that is the second point regarding this. So yeah, introducing specified loss reduction in your magnitude or voltage or your current. Okay. Now third one is an attenuation section can also provide the isolation between the uh, source and your troublesome load. So this also provide the isolation if any uh, disturbance is happened in that. So you can vary the parameters as well. So there is a different types of attenuator. We will see how to vary and what are the provision of that. We will going to see that. Now, fourth one is any degree of attenuation may be achieved with your attenuation by the suitable choice of resistance value. Okay, so depending on your resistance value, you can achieve your parameter as well. Means whatever the desired parameter, you can going to achieve that. Now, this is a one of the type of losses you introduce in the circuit, right? By designing that parameter, but this losses is specified loss. Okay. So and there is one more process after this. If you add the amplifier uh, in this at the end of this, so you can amplify your signal as well. So that is a different thing. But yes, this is all there is another provision to improve your signal. Now uh, and this point, an attenuator must provide the correct input and output impedance as well as providing the required attenuation. Now, this attenuation is nothing but whatever you studied till now in port network theory. So, the same uh, means this attenuation is nothing but your application of your port network theory, just like that. So, whatever the impedance are you going to use, that must be match. Okay, match impedance are used in that in this section. So there are two types of connection for the network for your impedance. First is uh, symmetrical and balanced connection, and another is symmetrical and unbalanced connection. Asymmetrical connection also are there. So we will see that also. Now see the constant impedance attenuation is matched to the source impedance at Z1 and the load impedance of Z0. सो यहाँ पे कैसे होता है, ये आपका एट्यूनेटर बॉक्स है, ठीक है। इसके अंदर टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क है। यहाँ पे आप जो भी सोर्स एंड में लोड कनेक्टेड कर मीन सोर्स कनेक्टेड कर रहे हो, एंड अनदर इज लोड कनेक्टेड, हियर यू आर गोइंग टू कनेक्ट योर लोड। सो दिस इज योर पोर्ट 1 and this is your port 2, right? So whatever the ZL, this is the input impedance which is corresponding to this your source and this is your output impedance, or you can say load impedance. So this for this process, by this process, you already study the maximum power transfer theorem, right? At what condition the maximum power transfer is transfer from source end to load end, when your source impedance is equal to your load impedance, means your impedance matching must be there for transferring the maximum power. So what we are doing here, we are just match your load impedance equal to source impedance. Now how to get that? First of all, and that is depend on your this attenuation parameters, means for finding that you have to use these parameters. So there are different types of attenuators. See here, first is lattice attenuation. Lattice network I already um, uh, explained you, right, when we see the different types of connection in a two-port network theory. Okay, and T type of parameter, T type attenuator. This is also we uh, see. And third is pi type of attenuator. Fourth is bridge T types of attenuators. Fifth is L type of attenuators. Sixth is asymmetrical T types of attenuator. And seventh is ladder type of attenuator. And final one is eight is pi types of asymmetrical attenuator. So these are the connection of that. This is a T types. Okay, simple T network is given. This T network is generally for we are most of the time we are using for impedance parameter, right? To finding the impedance parameter, and this is for your admittance parameter. So here, here we are talking about the attenuator. Okay, so this is the T type attenuator, and this is a pi type attenuator, and this is a bridge T types of attenuator. Now see this example I already conduct in your class. So this is a one of the type of attenuator here. Now the lattice network. See, this is your lattice network. Connection are just like that. Okay, and this is a L types of attenuator. So actually this is a inverse L. Okay, but the name is given in the book is L type of attenuator. So this L types have two types of connection. One is this and another is this. Now this is the T types of asymmetrical attenuator. Now see this first T types is symmetrical network. This is for symmetrical network. We will see the what is the condition for the symmetrical network, and this is for your asymmetrical network. Okay, asymmetrical means symmetrical condition. We already know that when your A is equal to D or Z11 is equal to Z22 is a symmetrical network, right? But when you find this Z11 R1 plus R3 is not equal to R2 plus R3. So this is a asymmetrical network. So this type of network comes under your asymmetrical attenuator. Now this is a five types of asymmetrical network. This is also, and this is your ladder types of attenuator. Ladder types of attenuator, or you can say that this is a product of two different types of attenuator. Now, okay, so there are certain points you can read it out. An attenuator is a two-port network, right? It is nothing but your two-port network, but the different connections are there. The attenuator may be symmetrical or asymmetrical, and it can be either the fixed or variable. Now, see, fixed and variable, it means you can also fix the all the element for this network, but it is a it it is in on your hand. You can also put the variable resistance in that. a variable parameter in this port network. So according to your different application, you can vary your resistance to match your impedance. Okay, matching of impedance of input and output. Input or output means whatever the means at source ends you get the input, at load end you get the output, right? So impedance matching, for impedance matching you have to vary your resistance. So at that time you are going to use variable parameter of resistance. Now the fixed attenuation section is usually known as pad. Okay, so generally in question is this is a hint directly written here, written there. See here one example I have taken here. So read the question. Not in this book, on the other PDF there is a question. So by reading the question you are easily understand your parameter are fixed or variable. Okay, so fixed attenuator is known as pad. Okay, variable attenuator are used as a volume control in radio broadcasting section. So this is the application when you use variable attenuator, that attenuator used in volume control in your broadcasting section. Now, attenuator are also used in laboratory, small value of voltage and current for testing circuit, for testing your circuit, right? So this for any testing the circuit, this attenuator parameter means this is a loss component, right? You know what means at what amount of current you flow in that circuit. So what means loss component you know. So once loss component you known, then you can easily find out your output, right? Once you provide the input. Now, so this circuit can be used for the testing purpose. Now how to calculate in your attenuator in dB conversion. So this is a formula: 10 log to the base 10 P1 by P2. Here P1 by P2 is nothing but your power of input and output, right? P1 is a input power, P2 is a output power. Now now for perfectly matched network, both the terminal of pair are matched to the characteristics resistance. Now characteristics resistance or characteristic impedance we already learn, right? So the same way, if you want to find out your if you want to transfer the maximum power to the load, so your input resistance once we match with your output resistance. Okay, but the same circuit you can also found your by the characteristic impedance. So by this characteristic impedance, now see here how to use that impedance in the real circuit. Now this is a theory, you can read it out if you have any doubt. So whatever I explained already written here. So this is your two circuit. This is a source and this is your load end. This is your attenuating network. So this is your known losses, right? Known losses. So according to these losses, you have to find out the what amount of voltage or current is supplied to your load end. So accordingly, you have to change your source. Okay. Now this is a impedance matching. See the impedance matching, impedance and characteristic impedance. So image and characteristics impedance. So uh, in last lecture we already covered the characteristic impedance for transmission line, right? And in that section all also this image impedance concept all given in that, but that lecture I not cover this image impedance. Now see here what actual this we will going to see here. Now this is your two this is a port network at attenuating network, right? So what image impedance is say that this is your input impedance. So whatever for this first network, whatever the impedance you observe at the your load end, right? When you reverse the condition means at the second condition when you supply the this source means at the second condition when supply the uh, voltage or source at your port 2 terminal, then what amount of impedance you find in your first port terminal, that is equal to योर फर्स्ट कंडीशन मीन्स जो पहले कंडीशन में आपने जेड वन आई जो जेड आई वन जो आपने कैलकुलेट किया था, जेड आई वन मीन्स जेड प्राइमरी इमेज इम्पिडेंस, प्राइमरी इमेज इम्पिडेंस इज योर जेड आई वन is equal to at your second condition. This ZI1 is connected in your first port network. So that is nothing but your concept of image impedance, right? एंड ये इमेज इम्पिडेंस क्यों फाइंड आउट करते हैं, जब हम लैटिच नेटवर्क देखते हैं ना, तो वहाँ पे जो आपका इनपुट इम्पिडेंस होता है तो वहाँ पे वो इक्वल टू इमेज इम्पिडेंस के बराबर होता है, सी यहाँ पे. सो दिस इज अ वन ऑफ द टाइप ऑफ network, okay, for this image impedance. Now when you going to use the ABCD parameter for your characteristic impedance is nothing but your under root of Z open circuit into Z short circuit. So for this, use that same condition here. So Z I one means input impedance for port image impedance for port one terminal is nothing but your under root of ZOC for first terminal and ZIC for first terminal. And ZOC means open circuited for first terminal के लिए क्या होगा, फॉर फर्स्ट टर्मिनल की बात करोगे तो आपको सेकेंड टर्मिनल को ओपन सर्किट करना पड़ेगा और फर्स्ट टर्मिनल के लिए जेड ओ सी कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. सिमिलरली फॉर जेड एस सी कैलकुलेट करना है फॉर फर्स्ट टर्मिनल. सो फॉर फर्स्ट टर्मिनल के लिए कैलकुलेट करना है, इसलिए सेकेंड टर्मिनल को शॉर्ट सर्किट करना पड़ेगा और फर्स्ट टर्मिनल से कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. नाउ सी हियर, now see here, z similarly for this z12 and for matching the impedance z12 and zi1 and zi2 is equal, right? And this is known as your characteristic impedance z0 under root of this. Now see, one example is given here. So for transferring the maximum power, means for transferring the maximum power to the load, your input load impedance must be equal to your characteristic impedance. Now see, this is your port network. Now this is your port network. Now tell me, this is symmetrical or unsymmetrical? Simple, for checking the condition, add of these two. 100 plus 400. This is your Z11, right? This is 500 and this is 500. So both, this is a symmetrical network. So सिमेट्रिकल नेटवर्क है ये, ओके. सो जेड इन इज जेड इनपुट आपको फाइंड आउट करना है, तो जेड एल की वैल्यू कितनी रखोगे. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट दिस इज इक्वल टू योर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इम्पिडेंस विच इज जेड नॉट. सो सेम जितना यहाँ पे थ्योरी पढ़ा उसको यहाँ पे अप्लाई करो. नाउ सी, दिस इज अ इमेज इम्पिडेंस के फॉर्म में इन्होंने कैलकुलेट किया है अंडर रूट ऑफ जेड ओ सी इंटू जेड सी एस सी. सेकेंड कंडीशन को पहले जेड ओ सी फाइंड आउट करने के लिए क्या होगा, सेकेंड टर्मिनल को ओपन सर्किट कर दो 400. ओपन सर्किट करने से ये रेजिस्टेंस तो ये हो जाएगा, रिडंडेंट हो जाएगा, राइट. सो एड ऑफ दिस टू रेजिस्टेंस 400 प्लस 100 इज इक्वल टू 500, राइट. So this ZOC is nothing but your 500 ohm and ZSC is when you short circuited these two terminal, then these two resistance are in parallel. So apply the parallel concept for calculating the equivalent resistance and add up that resistance to this 100 ohm resistance. So this resistance is nothing but your 180 ohm. Okay, so ZOC you got 500 volt and ohm and ZSC is 180 ohm. So find out the characteristic impedance which is nothing but under root of these two. So you get 300 ohm. Now this 300 ohm, this Z this 300 ohm you are finding with the help of this port network, right? This port network की help से आपने ये value find out की. So That is the important of this port network. You are finding this Z naught, right? So that Z naught is providing at the port end, means input impedance is equal to this Z naught, and out load and resistance is equal to Z naught. Now दिस इज अ कंक्लूजन बताया मैंने, जो भी आपको अभी बताया ना, कंक्लूजन. नाउ द सेकेंड वन इज you have to find out the load resistance. So load resistance would be equal to this your characteristic impedance. So ये आपने find out किया, right? So you have to find out the input impedance. When you add this resistance to your network and solve the circuit, you will find that your input impedance is equal to this 300 ohm. Means your input impedance is matched with your load resistance or load impedance. So that is a theory or concept of this attenuator. So this is the T types of attenuator circuit. The condition is that this is a symmetrical. So this is a 100. Means this is a symmetrical T network type. Okay. So these are the all theories given here. When you add this resistance to this network and you find this Z input, so you will get this 300 ohm. Okay, simple calculation is doing here. Now one more thing is, if you find this second example, see, number if there are two systems, two T network is connected in cascaded form, right? This is a one T network, and this is a two second T network. This is the second one, right? And this is the first one. So these are the symmetrical network, right? Both are the symmetrical network connected in parallel, connected in cascaded form. So the same way you can calculate this Z naught and Z input. So Z naught means Z naught कैसे निकालेंगे, अंडर रूट ऑफ ZSC into ZOC, right? Short circuit and open circuited. The first is open circuited form. So this is open circuited. So solve that network. So you will find this 100 into this. Okay, when you solve this circuit, you will get 340 ohm. When you short circuit that terminal, when you short circuit this terminal, you will get this resistance at 264.7. This is a simple calculation. I hope you are doing this. Okay, when you find this Z naught is nothing but your under root of these two. So you will find here 300 ohm. It means if the same network is connected multiple times, right? This is now see, this is your same network, right? In connect a cascaded form. So your load impedance and input impedance doesn't affect. Okay, यहाँ पे देख लो, आपका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इम्पिडेंस कितना 300 आया, और दिस इज इक्वल टू योर इनपुट इम्पिडेंस एज वेल. So you can also analyze your circuit with the help of one parameter as well. So this is the advantage of this. Now the same another example is given here. Now see, this is your unsymmetrical network. Now see one example for asymmetrical T types of attenuator or symmetrical T types of attenuator. Okay. Now in this, how to say that this is antisymmetrical, because Z11 is not equal to Z22, right? Z11 is not equal to Z22. क्या है यहाँ पे? Z11 100 plus 60 160, right? 160, and Z22 कितना है? 100 60 plus 100 is 60 plus 40 is 100. So this is not equal to. So this is your unsymmetrical. This is your asymmetrical, right? So how to proceed? Now see, in this form, in this we are using the image impedance concept. Now see, Z1 ZOC1 open circuited for first port. So this is open circuited. This 100 plus 60 is 160 ohm. Z1C for first port. So this is a short circuited. So 40 is parallel with 60 and plus this 100. So you will got this 124 ohm, right? So ZI1 is nothing but the under root of these two. So you will got this 140.8 ohm. Now this is for Z input means image impedance for port 1, right? And this is for finding image impedance for port 2 network. ZOC is nothing but for port 2 network. This is open circuited, right? So this is a 10 40 plus 60 is 100. And when this short circuited, the parallel combination of these 2 ohm resistance plus 40 ohm. Now see, ZOC2 is 100 ohm and ZSC2 for 77.5 ohm. Now, uh, character characters impedance is nothing but here this under root of these two, and which is equal to the image impedance for port 2 network. So you will get this 88 ohm. Now this is for the image impedance. For finding the इनपुट इम्पिडेंस अभी आपने ये इमेज के लिए फाइंड किया, राइट? और इनपुट इम्पिडेंस के लिए आप सिंपल जितना आपने यहाँ से फाइंड किया है, राइट, उसको सर्किट में ऐड कर दो. When you find the input impedance, so you have to add this zi2 zi2, right? What is the zi2? Zi2 is nothing but your 88 ohm. And when you find this output impedance, add this zi1 140.8 ohms to this your first port terminal, first port, right? When you add this, you will get z input is equal to zi1, means input impedance is equal to your image impedance for port 1 network. सो दैट इज़ अ इमेज कॉन्सेप्ट. अगर आपके पास अनसिमेट्रिकल नेटवर्क गिवन है, सो यू कैन फाइंड आउट द image impedance for the port 1 and for port 2. So that impedance is equal nothing but your input impedance and output impedance respectively. Okay, see here, this is Z input impedance for this ZI1, and this is your Z output for this ZI2, which is equal to your 88 ohm. See here, when you calculate this, you will got this 88 ohm. So all theory also given here, you can read it out. And the propagation constant, I already taught this propagation constant with respect to your transmission line. So here also is given here, right? This is your you will get this is your standard equation for this transmission line. So you can equate that parameter with your ABCD parameter and set a relation among them. Now see, gamma is known as your propagation constant, and this is your attenuator alpha, which is a lossy component, and this is a beta, which is your phase component, right? Generally, we are using the resistive network in your attenuation process, so this beta is going to be zero. So no phase difference with this. So only gamma is equal to your alpha, which is your attenuation constant. Now this alpha is known as your attenuation constant. Okay. Now the same, take the ratio of these two. So you can solve this in this form. I already explained this all things, okay, in our previous lecture, and we said the and this is a final relation among these hyperbolic function of sine, cos, and tan with respect to your ABCD parameter. Now, this is a condition for balance and unbalancing. So this is a your symmetrical but unbalanced network, okay, and this is your symmetrical and balanced network. For balancing network, you can say that now see here you are not finding the mirror image or water image. You can say that, but here you see this is your balancing form. When you observe this upper port is same exactly with your below port, or you can say this is nothing but your water image type, right? So this is a general concept which I explain to identify your this balancing condition, balanced network or not, but the equation form it is different. Now this is a lattice attenuation. Lattice attenuation, the basic circuit is just like that. Okay, this circuit I already explained what is the condition for symmetricity and reciprocity for this balancing for this lattice network, right? Now, generally, this is a symmetrical and balanced network. So this impedance or this resistance are same. This upper impedance, this is RA, which is equal to this RA, and this is your RB, which is equal to this RB, right? And this is a two port terminal. One port you have to connect your load resistance, or you can say you connect your load, and another port you connect your source. So when you solve this, uh, here in the port to terminal, we are going to connect your load, right? So load has your load resistance R naught. R naught is your matching impedance or matching resistance. So your input must be equal to this R naught. So simple, solve that means solve this circuit by using the calculation. So your input impedance means your output impedance, which is R naught, we will found under root of RA into RB. Okay. Same way, first of all, you have to calculate this RSC and ROC and take the under root of these two. So you will get the R naught. And when you solve this circuit, you will get this RA under RA into RB. Okay. Now this is for the your lattice network. And this further calculation also given here in terms of your N, okay, in terms of your alpha. So you can just go through that. We will use only for your only this conclusion of this calculation. Now this is your final answer in 0.115 in dB form. Now bisection method is nothing but you divide the one network into two parts. Okay, see, the network is said to be bisected when you open circuited and short circuit that the input impedance of the two bisected network are equivalent. So generally, this concept we are using in by solving the network in solving the network. Okay, so now T types of attenuator. So this is a T types of attenuator, right? Now see, this is a symmetrical but unbalanced network for this. So how to get balance of this network by and by using one more resistance parallel with this. So this is a imaginary concept, right? Actual में circuit आपका ऐसा है, but when you analyze then you have to break this circuit into two L section. So one section you have to, and then this merge this circuit, right? This two section, then when you merge, so you will get this. So from this you will get this. Now this is, so when you divide this section this network into this, then this resistance will be doubled, right? Because when you add this circuit, both are resistance equal connected in parallel. So this two resistance convert into a single resistance by dividing two, right? Because both are equal and connected in parallel. So an equivalent resistance is single R2. So when you reverse the process, you have to double that R2. Now this is a simple, see, this is a T type attenuator. When you bisect it, your network is just like that. So this is for your analyzing purpose. So here in this book, what he considered, he used the your lattice network concept, means that that calculation here he directly used here by equating the parameters, right, and solve it. But you can also analyze this circuit with this model which I covered here. Now see, so this is in DB form which I told you attenuator explained in DD in this form: 20 log to the base 10 I2 I1 by I2, and 20 log to the base 10 V1 by V2. Simple, you have to replace this V1 by V2 in this form. So this square is taken out. So this is 2 into 10. That's why it's become 20. Okay. Now the your network parameter, that is n, is specified the ratio of that your this signal, which is input by output. You can say the ratio of input to the output of your signal. Okay. When you talk about the power, so power is nothing but your n square. So you can also express this dB form in attenuation in dB form. Okay. Or you can say, you can also explain this n, means your parameter n, in anti log of your dB form. Okay. Now now see, this is a symmetrical t types of attenuator, right? And this is balanced, right? This is balanced because R1 plus R2 equal to R1 plus R2. So this is a balance. Sorry, this is a symmetrical, right? This is a symmetrical network. Now, uh, we already seen the concept of attenuator, right? We have to do the impedance matching in this network. So impedance matching आपको करना है. So you have to use the characteristic impedance. So R naught. So in this form, we are using the resistance. So we are written as here, in terms of Z naught, we have used R naught. So R naught is connected at your load end. So your input must be R naught. For R naught, what is the relation between them? We are going to see here. Simple, apply the Kirchhoff law. So this is your basic circuit, right? Whatever the resistance you connected, that is your whatever the your load resistance, that must be equal to your input impedance. So this is a basic circuit. So you have to design this R1 and R2, right? You have to design this R1 and R2. So you have to set a relation between this R1 and R 0. So see here, apply the Kirchhoff law to this circuit. So what is the current flowing from this first side is I1, and what is the current from this second port? Apply here KCL. When you apply KCL here, I1 going entering this node, and I2 leaving for this node from this node. So what is the current? Whatever the current flowing for this node is equal to I1 minus I2, right? Now the voltage are equal for these two branches. So now see, voltage are equal for these two branches. ये दो ब्रांच के लिए वोल्टेज इक्वल होगा, right? This branch and this branch. So this is a drop for this, and this is a drop for this. So R2 R1 I1 minus I2 equal to R2 I2 R1 plus R2. Now solve this circuit and take the ratio of this I1 and I2. I1 and I2 is nothing but your n. ओके. एन क्या है यहाँ पे? ये एन आपका जो पोर्ट का एलिमेंट है. यू कैन से दैट अ पोर्ट एलिमेंट विच इज नथिंग बट योर वी आई बाय वी टू. ओके. now now once you find out this I1 and I2, which is and this ratio is equal to your V1 by V2 as well, because you are using the passive element network, right? So ratio of the signal, or you can say active element, that is voltage and current, must be constant. So that's why this is also equal to your V1 by V2, right? V1 by V2 पे भी ये equal ही होगा, because when you see the Ohm's law V1 is directly proportional to I, right? I1, right? So that's why V1 by V2 is equal to N. Now the characteristic impedance of attenuator is R naught. Okay, this is already known with your load resistance. So use that in this. So R naught is nothing but here. What are the input impedance here? So this is your R naught, which is already known because you have to match with this. So R naught is nothing but your R1, this R1 plus combination of this resistance. So here see, this is a combination. When you solve this, you will get this. Okay, R naught is nothing but your R1 plus R naught divided by N, and multiply this R N with this and solve this circuit. Here you will find this relation R1 is equal to R naught N minus 1 upon N plus 1. N is a ratio of your signals, right? Ratio of input signal to the output signal. This is a one relation. So एक relation आपको मिल गया for R1, right? And for R2 the same concept, which is equation 1. This ratio actually for finding R2, R1 तो आपने find कर लिया. Now you are going to find R2. So simple, cross multiply this R2 with this N and solve that equation. Now see, N R2 is equal to R1 plus R naught plus R2. This is your second. This is the equation, right? Now take the ratio. Now to solve this, take out this R2. So and you will get N minus 1, and on right hand side you found this R1 plus R naught. Now when you solve this, at the end you will find this relation R2 is equal to twice of n R naught divided by n minus 1 n plus 1. This is a formula. This is nothing but your n square minus of 1. So this is the second equation for this R2. So for T network, you can, if you have your load resistance, or you can say if you have your input impedance, so you can also calculate this your parameter, right? Other parameter of your this attenuator, which is nothing but your R1 and R2. Now this is your symmetrical network. That's why this R1 and this these two terminal are same. R1 and this are same. When this is a symmetrical terminal, then use that image concept which I discussed in this second PDF. Okay. Now, so this relation is important for solving your circuit. Now see, one question is given here. You have to design a T-pad. Now see, T-pad is given here. Means your circuit is symmetrical. So don't be confused. In question itself, it is given. So अगर T-pad दिया हुआ है, then R1, these two resistance are same, right? These two resistance are same because your circuit is symmetrical. For symmetrical circuit, you called as pad circuit, right? So T pad circuit means T symmetrical circuit attenuator to give an attenuation of your 60 dB. Is you have to attenuate your 60 dB and work in the line of 500 impedance. So 500 का आपका impedance दिया है, right? And 60 dB आपको attenuate करना है. So what are the condition means parameter of your networks? So same, n is a ratio of your input signal to output signal. So what are prefer here? I1 by I2. I1 by I2. Now this is nothing but your anti-log of this. I1 by I2 is nothing but anti-log of this d by 20, right? D by 20. D by 20 means your decibel, which is given here, and 20 is from log side. 20 कहाँ से आया? Log side से आया, ठीक है? So this is given to you 60 dB. When you solve this, you will find this 1000, right? Now directly relation use किया है because this is a T-pad network. So R1 is nothing but your R naught n minus 1 by n plus 1. When you use this simple put that value and find this R1. And second one is shunt arm resistance is R2. R2 is twice of n minus n square minus of 1. When you solve this, you will find this 1 ohm. Now, uh, okay, This is a multiply here. This is multiply. Okay. R2 is equal to twice of n divided by n square minus 1 into R naught. So when you solve this, you will find this 1 ohm. Now connect that circuit in this and observe this parameter when you put in this network form and add your load and resistance. Now observe this R naught you will find equal to 500 ohm or not. Now when you solve this circuit, you will find this is equal to 500. Means very yeah, means you will find 499 point something, which is equal to your 500 ohm. Okay, so in this way you can solve your question and can design your circuit, okay, for your attenuation process. So this is the t types of attenuation. So that's it for today. For tomorrow we will cover all other attenuator. Now see here, this book, I'm just taking the photo of that book and convert in PDF format. I also upload this PDF in your classroom. Okay, so that rest of the topic of unit number 4 you may find in this book only. And if you have some other books, so let me know. So wait a minute, guys.